And then we'll do just some small movement to prepare the body for the meditation, but very gentle. So, well, I will just wait for Emma to start so she has a beginning. But maybe before, are you used to meditate, or it's not in your practice? Yes, great. So you know, one of the first limits in meditation for most people, actually, including especially me, is a limitation on the bodies. And very often, the pain starts to come, and that's where we get distracted, and our mind starts to unfocus. So that's why I think we are going to do some gentle movement, and then when we start the meditation, just make sure that you are comfortable, add extra support, even if you need the wall. I don't mind if you are going next to the wall. Like, what's important is that you feel that you're going to be able to hold the position for the meditation, which I think is going to be half an hour, something like that. Okay? So the meditation that we are going to do today is going to be about the spiritual heart. I think it's called Hridaya in Sanskrit. So Hridaya yoga is like some meditation techniques that are supposed to be connecting to the spiritual heart. So the spiritual heart is not where our physical heart is. It's on the right side of your chest. It's around here, not central, just a bit more on the right. So we're going to try to work on this. We meditate around this space in our body. And really the aim of the spiritual heart is to connect with, everything that is wider than ourselves, wider than life, the meaning of life, why we are here on earth. Try to, bring us back to what is important in life and remove all the distractions, the superficiality of our life. And ultimately the aim is to connect to, the sense of love and of opening to yourself, to others, all of this. So I think I was thinking it's a good way to, start for the first day of the training, to start with some love meditation, with association with Hridaya. So where is my little page? Great. So we are gonna. So before we start on this, make sure you are comfortably, sitting, and we're just going to start by doing some movement in the shoulder during the practice, and as we prepare for the meditation, feel free to close your eyes. Yes. Gentle movement in the shoulders, back and forth. You can do also some movement with hips, some circles. Great. One side and the other side. And then progressively just start coming into a seated position. And we're going to start by connecting into our breath. And to prepare for the meditation, we are going to create a bubble of protection around ourselves. So first, start by observing your natural breath, your inhale, expanding your belly, opening your ribcage, and your exhale, releasing any tensions you may have in your body. Without trying to control it, just continue following your breath. Unlike pranayama, meditation is not about trying to change the breath, but rather going with the breath and use the breath as your anchor in the meditation, or your safety net. And when you feel distracted, when you feel you're going away, just always coming back to your breath is going to help you refocus your mind. Now we are going to create this bubble of protection around ourselves. So it's going to start from the pelvis. And as we inhale, visualize the breath, the air around you going all the way up and outside your body, in the space around you, to the crown of your head. And as you exhale, imagine the flow of air going along your spine, along your back, all the way toward your sacrum. And again, inhale. The air is going all the way up towards the crown of your head. Exhale, the air is flowing all the way down along your spine. Just take a few more cycles at your own pace. You feel this bubble of protection around you, helping you to go deep into yourself as you breathe. Inhaling, lifting yourself all the way up into the sky. Exhaling back along your spine to the earth. Take one last long breath here in your bubble. Open your eyes, and we're going to do just a small movement before starting the meditation. So you can remove your bolster just for one moment. Open your legs and just start by moving your knees from side to side. So often when we are in a seated position for a long time in meditation, we really mobilize our hips, and so doing a quick warm-up in the hips really can help. Trust me on this. So yes, do a few movements like this. And then we are all going to stop in a 90 degree position. So really it doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure you're comfortable. If you need to sit on a block, do it. Or you can sit on your cushion, or you can do what I'm going to show you now, is use your cushion as a support for your front body, so for your forehead. And you can bring your cushion here, or maybe a bit on the side, left side, right side. Just see, the more it comes toward your foot, and the deeper the stretch is going to be. And the more it's going to be toward your knee, and the less. So just make sure you're comfortable. It's not about pushing yourself. And once again, just stay here for a few breaths, just to prepare the hips. And in this position, our belly, our chest are a bit compressed. So to help with the breathing, I suggest that you really focus on breathing through your back body, through your ribs, the spine, the shoulders. Take a few breaths here. Inhaling, feeling the stretch between your shoulder blades, the space you're creating in your rib cage. You find a bit more opening in your hips as well. And exhaling, releasing any tensions you may have in the body. Just take 2 more breaths here at your own pace. And when you're ready, gently you can release. Maybe stretch a bit towards the back, open your chest. And we're just going to do the other side. So you can again swing your knees from side to side for a bit. And then we're going to do the other side. So once again, make sure you're comfortable. If you need an extra cushion, let me know. I have here or blocks. And again, you can use this for a pillow for your forehead, for your chest, for your... Yes, perfect. And once you're comfortable, again, focus on your breath. Sending the air towards your back, body. Your sitting bones, your coccyx, the base of your hips, your spine, your ribs, your shoulders, your neck, and the back of your head. Just take 2 more deep breaths here at your own pace. And then when you're ready, just release the posture. Maybe one final stretch, open your heart. And then come and find your meditation posture. So coming back into a seated position. Maybe kneeling, if you need the wall. Great. Do you want one more for the...
No, just this side needs help.
Okay, perfect. Okay, once everyone is sitting comfortably, we're going to start the meditation. Close your eyes first. Bring your awareness to your body, to your right side, to your left side. Is it perfectly balanced? You can adjust yourself slightly to make sure you are centered between your right and your left. Your spine is straight and relaxed both at the same time. This is your pillar, holding your physical body while you're entering into meditation. Start connecting into your breath, your anchor, your safe space where you can always go back in your practice. Just watch your breath. Observe the effect on your body. The heat it's creating on your body. The space, the sense of relaxation, peacefulness. Use your breath to relax every part of your body, of your face, of your mind. And as we meditate, thoughts will come into your mind. This is completely normal and part of the process. We are human, we have thoughts. So instead of fighting your thoughts, just welcome them into your mind. Accept them. And allow them to go away. Nothing is permanent. Our thoughts are not permanent. Our feelings are not permanent. Our body are not permanent. So just welcome this fluctuation of your mind. And simply come back to your breath to anchor yourself. And now we are going to connect to Hridaya, or spiritual heart. So bring your awareness in this part of your body, the right side of your chest, and feel the connection with everything which is associated to your spiritual heart. This sense of belonging to something greater than ourselves. This is your ability to connect with the universe, with the life, our ability to love ourselves and the others. And in this greatness, there are questions that can come. Who am I? What is my purpose? Why am I here on earth? all these questions that don't need an answer. That just needs to exist. This is what makes life beautiful and lovable. And if your mind is wandering, if thoughts are coming, just come back to your spiritual heart, this part in your body. And you can visualize it. The spiritual heart is often associated to fire, so you can visualize the flames, beautiful fire within your heart, or anything else that may resonate with you. And just watch it shine, vibrating, very much alive. Imagine how it feels. And connect to it. And as you breathe, you can visualize each exhale as if you were gently blowing on your fire to rekindle it, to keep it alive. Shining, moving. And if your mind is distracted, that's okay. Just use your breath and come back to your spiritual heart, to the fire within you. And we are going to do the final minutes of this meditation. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale slowly. Let it go. You can release your mind. The meditation is now over. Gently bring back some movements in your body, your neck, your shoulders, your toes. And we are going to close this practice by bringing your hands in Namaste into our earth. As the sunshine said earlier, Namaste is a sign of unions with others. It means that we recognize each other in you. So we are just going to take this last moment together. Thanks each other for sharing this meditation. Take a deep inhale and exhale, let it go. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you very much. Thank you. You can take a moment for integration if you need. If you want to share anything, I don't know about this or about anything else.
It was difficult.
It's difficult, yeah.
At the end.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, it's meditation is difficult, I think, for everyone, and also some days it's easier than others, and yes. But thank you anyway. If you want, we can take maybe 5-minute break before the practice. Are you okay to move now? Ready to practice? Great.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much.
Or should this not be it?
To fall asleep? Well,
Almost. I fell asleep a couple times like that.
well, in meditation, the idea is not really to relax or to rest. We were discussing it yesterday, Monday actually, or Sunday. It's more about exercising your mind to focus. So yes, I think the idea is not to fall into relaxation. It's more trying to keep your mind focused. But again, if it happens, it's okay. And the benefit of meditation is you should feel very, I don't know, like peaceful mind, like, quiet, calm, maybe less agitated. So indirectly it's helping with resting, but you should not fall asleep in meditation. That's why we sit, and we don't do meditation lying down, just because you want to avoid falling asleep.
Because sometimes I drift again.
Come back to the flame. Yeah, but I think it's fine. I mean, if it happens, just come. When you notice it, just come back, and that's it.
I have a question regarding how to sit, because I feel like I don't have good blood pressure in my legs, and I fall asleep very fast. Do you know how not to?
You mean you don't feel your legs, or?
Yes, like after 3 minutes.
Yeah.
More up?
Yeah, can you sit into the position you were?
Yeah.
Yeah. So ideally, the knees should be below the hips.
Oh, so I can maybe sit
higher.
Sit a little higher.
That's very good, because otherwise it's hard.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you can always put blocks.
Yeah.
Is that you, Jessica, who had any issue as well? I always use a block, so it could be good for the hip if it's feeling tight. It could be good for the knee to support.
That's much better.
But the idea is to sit, it's to level up the bum, so the knees are below, like I'm too low here. Because basically the blood is not flowing properly.
Yeah. And you can try also other sitting position, like this one. But again, like for this one, I think you need a big bolster. And if you put a big bolster into your, maybe some people prefer this position. I think actually I prefer this position. But yeah, I think this one you need maybe again bolster or something like this, so that maybe it's better for you. I mean, try. I don't know, and then you see, but I mean, to be honest, I think when you meditate for a long time, I think it's normal to at some point feel some...
It's already after like 5 minutes.
Well, but do you practice meditation, or is it like more, not really?
Not that often, I mean, I've done it before, but I don't do it regularly.
Maybe as well.
I never found, so I didn't find a good position yet.
Yeah, maybe also that's why, maybe as you practice, you find your...
Yes, you can use blocks, so you can use...
Yeah.
I will try out something.
Great, so should we take 5? I don't know if anyone wants to pee, water, and we do the class. I'm going to put some music for the class. Okay. Is it connected already?
I think it's like probably the temperature that was making me doze off
Yeah.
so much. It's just like, felt so cozy.
Yeah.
I had to shift and start bracing myself so that I could stay more still. I've been meditating for a very long time and I do it daily, but
Wow.
I typically recline, right? Like I've lived with a lot of pain before, so typically reclining would be really the only way to.
Like with some support like this, or
Yes, either on a bed or in like a chair.
Yeah.
Of sorts.
I mean that's also if you want to do meditation on a chair, I think it's fine as well, huh? For me. Yeah, I think it's like, huh?
Is this too high or is it?
This? No, it's fine. No, I think it's okay. Yeah, I mean, if you feel comfortable, I think it's okay. But yeah, I think chair or like you say, something that's, because if you're distracted by the pain in your body, it's more difficult to meditate. So
Will increase your stress.
as well, yeah.
Yeah, actually it was,
Because you
but
couldn't,
afterwards it's good to feel that. I mean, it's just something as well.
I mean, that's why also doing some movements before, I think, that's why I personally prefer to do meditation after the practice, after asanas, and then you do the meditation. Because maybe your body is more, everything has moves, the circulation, and but it depends. Yes, for the practice, so we need, we can keep this. We need ideally 2 blocks each. So let's see if we have enough. You have already, non? T'en as un. One more. Tiens.
The NBSR program, yeah.
Hop.
Yes, I did it by following John Kabat-Zinn's book, Catastrophe Living. John Kabat-Zinn, the creator, yes. I read his book called Catastrophe Living.
Welcome.
He has many books, but this one outlines the program. I read that in 2016 and started my 8-week practice then. And then
I think I have one more for you. Here.
I became certified to facilitate.
Yes, so you can take these 2, and I think we are just missing one. So I'm gonna get it.
And I did some mindfulness. Meditation, her teacher allowed me to go. I haven't done it in a while, and sometimes I did it maybe 2 or 3 years ago. It was such a nightmare for me. It was, it is, but sometimes you need something else. And then I wanted to take the course, but it's always clash with my classes because it's in the evening. To do the course.
And I did it as like a solo journey. Like I said, like there was nobody in town for meditation, and so I was able to use Kabat-Zinn's audio and follow those tracks, so I could do the body scan, the mindful movement, and everything that goes with it, the lake, everything. And then when I started to offer the course myself, instead of doing it 1 day a week, because I know traditionally it's like very clinical, 1 day a week, and then you go into the practice.
Can you remind me what was your, this morning she asked about injury, but
not really, but sometimes this
your
might be a little bit identifying to put too much pressure. And when I do a lot of walking, my lower back, I think that I'm really tight here.
In your shoulders?
Yeah.
Can you do this just to...
Yeah, but...
And try to do it, keep the... And do not open to the side, just do it...
Like this in chair pose?
Yeah. Like you cannot bring them over your... it's not bad, but okay.
I can, but...
You feel it?
Yeah.
Okay. But then it's not a proper injury, so you have your knee sensitive.
Yes,
okay.
A little bit.
Okay, so just you use if you need some extra support for your knee. And no one is you're not hypermobile, or no? Like hypermobile, like when you're hyperextension. Do you have it or no? And Isabelle, do you have it? Are you hypermobile? Hypermobile, is when you. Are you? That you wear? Like in your knee or in your elbow?
Yeah. I'm not sure if I am, but I used to do the full day.
Okay.
Bon. Between weeks 6 and 7.
Okay.
I think, yeah, 6 and 7.
I will check. No one is hypermobile? I mean, it's not an issue, it's just so I know. Regular mobile. Good enough for me. Okay, I will check.
I would pick a holiday each year and do my own retreat, like at home, or just like have that one day of silence and do the whole thing. But I think it was really, really wonderful. Like this is my first time ever actually coming to someone else's retreat in a way. Like incidentally hosted a few, but it's really nice to actually do that. Sure.
So, everyone is ready? Yes? Before we start, I want to tell you some stuff that actually I wrote. So I remember. Yes. So first, I'm just going to explain a bit, my yoga style. So, and I want to share some things that resonate with me in yoga, and that I want to share with you, and then again, it's your practice, so you can take it or not. But yeah, for me as a teacher and also as a student, what I really value is the autonomy. So I will guide you and I will give you instruction and I will give you some options. But at the end of the day, it's your practice. So if you want to explore something different, if you want a break, if you want to push yourself a bit more, feel free to do it, and I will not take it bad. Like if you don't do what I'm saying exactly, so you choose. It's your, it's your body, it's your practice. So you choose how you want to do it. Today, what else did I? Yes. So because we are in a teacher training, what I want, and that's why I gave all of you blocks and props. It's like I invite you to take more like a beginner mindset, and I know no one is really beginner. But I think it's really useful to sometimes change your perspective in your practice, especially if you want to teach, but even without that, just to see things differently. And that's why I will invite you, even if you don't need necessarily the blocks, just try to use them each time you feel it's, if each time it might be needed, especially for a beginner. So for example, the downward dog, use a block and try to do it with a block and see how it feels. So I will invite you to use a block for the downward dog. Again, it's an option. If you don't have to do it, if you don't want, but I think it could be interesting to see that from the beginner, mind. Imagine you've never done yoga, basically. And just to link to that, at the end of the day, what's important is not the destination, not the pose, the final pose. It's more like the intention. So it doesn't matter if you're not perfectly like this, if your hand don't touch. What's important is the intention that you're putting in the practice, and you can have different intention in a pose. Either you want to make this pose very relaxing, just to, relax your nervous system, doing it very passively, or you want to make it active to strengthen part of your body, and maybe it can be, depending on the pose, it can be more the front leg, back leg, shoulder. So always think about the intention, and I will guide you in the intentions that I will put in the poses. But again, if you have a different one, feel free to follow your own intention. And that's it. And one last thing. So for me, and we can discuss it also later. For me, the thing about yoga is really about to know yourself, and it starts first with the movement. So the more you move, the more you connect with your physical sensation, and you feel things in your body that you didn't feel before. And then as you connect your mind and your physical body, you notice that it becomes even easier to connect your mind and your emotions. And sometimes we are issued to connect with emotion. And I think the beauty with yoga is just simply by practicing, you reconnect with the emotions. And you reconnect with who you are, what you need. Like, I don't know, I think it's a beautiful journey that starts with physical posture, but that goes in the way beyond that. So, yes, I don't know if you share this idea about yoga, but I wanted to share this idea that I have. Maybe one last thing about the breathing. So I'm not really like super into like breathe, like I'm gonna guide you on the breath, but again, you do as you want. In general, in yoga, we inhale when we expand, when we open, and we exhale when we come back to ourselves. So when you're not sure in a posture, if you feel the posture as an expansion, think about inhaling. And when you feel the posture more coming back, think about exhaling. I think it's a helpful guide. But again, like I will guide you on the breathing, but don't worry too much about it. I think it comes with practice as well. Okay. Any questions?
JBL if you want.
It's not connected. Yes, you're right. I didn't notice. No, I think it's working. I tried it yesterday. Yes, it's true. The sound is a bit. Actually, I'm gonna put it again. And just for the class tonight, so it's gonna be Vinyasa inspired, but because it's the end of the day, it's going to be gentle, so I'm not going to follow exactly the structure of a normal vinyasa. I'm not going to do sun salutations and stuff like that. So it's going to be a bit more gentle, mobility, a bit of strengthening, but yeah, it should not be too much. It's not yin, but it should not be too intense. Again, I'll give you option if you want to challenge yourself, but it's not the purpose of the class. And because we focus on the heart, this class is going to be also on the heart opening. So we're going to work on expansion and opening in the chest, the shoulders. So it's going to be focused on this part of our body. Great. So I don't know if anyone has questions. No? Otherwise, I have one actually. If anyone is okay with adjustments, I might do small adjustments. Yes, okay. Aromatic oil as well, or not? Yes? Or no, people don't like? Okay, cool. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do it, but just in case. Great, so I'm gonna put the music for good this time and just find a comfortable seat. So for this practice, I will invite you to come into a kneeling position. So you can put some blocks, some cushion. If you really don't like kneeling, you can come in cross-leg. You can also put the thing here as well. So there are a few options. Either like this or between the legs. You can sit on a block, maybe two. Okay. So you choose your kneeling position. Great. And just we're going to take some time to enter into our practice. So you can close close your eyes, not your mind. Close your eyes, roll your shoulder back, straighten your spine. Your shoulders are away from your ear. We're going to take a moment just to reconnect with our breath. Shift your awareness inwards. And on each inhale, feel your belly expanding, your rib cage opening, your spine lengthening. And on each exhale, feel the release of your rib cage, belly towards the floor. Release the tensions. And mentally prepare your mind for the practice. And because this practice is about heart opening, I'll invite you to dedicate this class. It can be to someone you love. It can be to a cause that is important for you. It can be for yourself, as a gesture of self-love. Once you have chosen this person, this cause, just send all your attention to this person, this cause, and share your love with them. We are going to take a final breath here. And then gently open your eyes. And we're going to start the practice. Roll your shoulder back. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up to the sky. Open your chest. Exhale, cactus your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Release. Once again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades. One last time, inhale, arms up. Lengthen your spine. Extend your arms, yes. Exhale, cactus, and release. Exhale. You're going to interlace your fingers behind your back. Roll your shoulder back. Take a big inhale. Open the chest once again. Look to the sky. Shine your earth. And on the exhale, we're going to bring our hands towards our right hip. Bring your left ear to the left shoulder. Yes. So you should feel some nice stretch on the right side of your neck. Slightly roll the shoulder back. Yes. And then breathe deeply into the right side of your neck. And you can stay here, or maybe do gentle movement along your left collarbone, just to release any tension you may have in your neck. Keep breathing. Lower your right shoulder down. One last deep inhale here. And then exhale, release. Once again, send your arms back. Inhale, open your chest. And then exhale, we're going to do the other side. So hands on your left hip, right ear to right shoulder. Lower your left shoulder down and breathe deeply into your left side, the left side of your neck. And you can stay here or do gentle movement along your right shoulder, just to release any tension you may have in your neck. Lower your right shoulder, breathe deeply. One last time on this side of your body. And then exhale, release, hands back, inhale. And then exhale, release your hands. Inhale, arms up. And on the exhale, we're going to twist. So you're going to bring your left hand outside your right knee, right hand behind. Take a deep inhale, lengthen your spine to the sky. Exhale, deepen the twist. One last breath here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to deepen. Perfect. Next inhale, you're going to lift your right arm all the way up. Look toward your right hand. Deep breath here. Slightly bend to the left side. And then on the exhale, you're going to bring your right hand outside your left knee. So your hands are crossing here. Yes, perfect. Take a deep inhale. Open your chest like you want to squeeze your boobs between your hands. Inhale. And then exhale, round your back. Stretch the back, yes. And once again, inhale. Exhale again. So use your hands to create a bit more tension, to stretch. And one last time, inhale. And then exhale round. And then gently release, inhale, arms up. I'm gonna do the other side. Exhale, bring your right hand outside the left knee, left hand behind the left foot, yes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, look over your left shoulder. Once again, inhale, lengthen, open your chest. Exhale, deepen the twist. Inhale, float your left arm all the way up. Look to the sky, inhale. Slightly bend towards the right. And on the exhale, we bring the hand outside the right knee. So once again, inhale, open, push your chest forward, look up. Exhale, round. It's like a cat cow here, actually. Inhale, open, arch in your back. And then exhale, round. One last time, inhale, open. And exhale, round. Can release the hands. And for this one, we're going to tuck our toes like this and come and sit on your heels. Straight on the spine. Come sit. Bringing your weight on your heels. Yes. So here we are working on the activation in your toes. So instead of sitting passively, try to press the toes against the floor. Yes. And we know this is not a comfortable position. We are trying to strengthen our feet, stretch the toes. So it's not comfortable. We are trying to get comfortable with uncomfortable. Try to sit tall. We are not going to stay here for a long time. Just breathe deeply into your feet. Try to keep your toes engaged. I know it's not comfortable, but use your breath to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. One last deep breath here. I know it's hard for me too. And then exhale, gently release. You can bring your hands forward and just tap your feet to relax a bit. Yes, great. So now we're going to grab our straps and we're going to work a bit, continue to work on our shoulders. So you're going to bring your hips above your knees. If you need some protection, like you can, fold your mat, use cushions. If you need one, let me know. And for this, we're going to use a strap to mobilize a bit the hips. So try to start maybe quite wide, so wider than your hips, definitely, something like this, depending on the flexibility in your shoulder. And then we're going to take a deep inhale, open, and back, and then forward, and do that few times. Try to keep your arms straight. If you cannot straighten your arm, you need to open a bit wider, okay? Yes. Great. Yes, you can go. You can bring some pace here. Back and forth. And maybe after a few rounds, you can try to bring slightly closer as your shoulders are, warming up. So again, we don't want any pain, so make sure it's okay for your shoulders. If it's not, if you see you're bending one elbow or the other, just open a bit wider. And make sure you keep some tension in the strap, okay? And in this exercise, we really try to keep a neutral spine. So avoid doing this and that. Like try to keep very strong spine. You can engage the glutes slightly, and only the shoulders are moving. Great. We're going to do a few more rounds here. Really good exercise for the shoulder, actually, this one. Great. And now we're going to do another, just a quick alternative. So you're going to bring the right arm up and then down or behind, and then bring the left arm up and forward. So it's like a circle. If you see what I mean? Yes, like this. Perfect. So you can do few times on the same side and then switch side, or you can do one side, the other, etc. and repeat. So you choose. Again, here, don't hesitate to adjust the distance between your hands and keep the arms straight, glutes engaged, and the tension in the strap. Okay, make sure you do both sides. So we've started with the right hand, so if you haven't done it, do the other side, the left hand first. Left arm up, behind, right arm up, forwards. Yes. Great. One last time. Great. And then we release. You can release the strap, shake your hands, you shake your shoulders, yeah. Should feel a bit burning, a bit warm. Great. And then from here, we're just going to come into a tabletop position. And we're going to start by doing some exploratory circles. So here, I really invite you to just switch off the brain and really go wherever you want to go. You can even close your eyes, move your spine forward to the side. And you can also mobilize the wrist to move your hands any direction. You can integrate some cat-cows as well. Maybe go all the way down and back. You know, in yoga, it's often all about the rules, the alignment, you know, doing exactly the right movements. So I like from time to time to add a bit of, you know, freedom and just go wherever you want to go and, you know, being creative, learn to connect to your instincts. And keep the connection with your breath always. One last breath here. And then gently we're going to come back into a tabletop position. Neutral, so hands below shoulders, knees hip distance apart. Great. Okay. And then from here, you're going to actually bring your knees together, and we are going to send the right leg back. I'm going to turn us right here. I'm not going to see. Send the right leg back. Open the left foot all the way to the left side. And then open your hips towards the right. Yeah, so coming into, kind of a half plank or plank on the knee. And then from here, just do some circle with the hands. Yes. Yes, perfect. Beautiful. Other sides. I don't know if you can see me if I go there or right here. And now we're going to travel all the way to the other side. So come into a baby side angle. So just come, bend your left knee. Yes, bring your hands either inside your foot using a block or on the knee. And just do some circle with the opposite hand, right hand. Yes. And use the movement, the circle, to open a bit more the chest to the sky on each round. Yes. One last time, switch side. And then gently coming back in a tabletop position. We're going to do the other side. So, hop. So this time, which one did we do first? I think we send the. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna move. Yeah, I'm lost. No, like this. Yeah. So send your left leg back. Sorry. Right foot comes outside the mat on the right side, and then you send your left arm up. Perfect. Yes, and again here, do some circle with your shoulders. So here the intention is really in our shoulder, in our chest, in the opening. Keep the right shoulder, right arm very steady, supporting your weight, your body. Switch side in your circle. Great. And now we're just going to move to the back of the mat. So come, bring your hands inside your left foot, or bring your elbow on the knee, and again we do some circle. So it's like baby side angle pose here. Great, and use the movement in your arm to open a bit more the chest. Keep the glutes engaged for stability, and you can switch the side of your arm. Great. And then when you've done one last time, you can come back into your tabletop position. And then from here, we're just going to come into a puppy pose. So you're going to bring your hands forward, bring your chest down, hips above the knee, press the chest towards the ground. And here I invite you to keep a slight engagement in your puppy pose. So instead of collapsing in your shoulder, imagine you want to push the floor away with your hands, which will immediately bring some activation in your shoulders. You can also come in your fingertips. I see that might help. Yes, perfect. So yes, I want to see the engagement in the shoulder. Yes, perfect. Push into my hands with your shoulder. Yes, beautiful. Breathe deeply into your puppy pose. Great. Just bring your hips slightly back. Yes, and now press your hands down on the mat. Lift your foot. Yes. And down. Yes. Push on my hand. Yes, beautiful. One last deep breath in your active puppy pose. And then release. This time come into a passive puppy pose. Relax. Relax your forehead. I'm just going to take one breath here. Just notice the difference between your passive puppy pose and your active puppy pose. And then bringing your forearms down on the mat, you're going to slide forward and come in your belly to come into your sphinx. So your hands are shoulder distance apart, flat on the mat. Your feet are engaged, pressing the mat. Engage your glutes. And once again, imagine you want to squeeze your chest between your arms. Yes. The shoulders are away from the ear, and your shoulder blades are trying to touch each other. Long neck. Beautiful. Breathing here, the back body is engaged, so you feel your glutes engaged. Your legs are pressing the floor. Beautiful. Your forearms are active. One last deep breath here. And then gently release. You can swing your hips a bit from side to side. Just relax a bit the lower back. And then from here, we're going to bring our hands outside the mat at the level of the chest. Come on your fingertips. Engage your glutes. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, release. Try to keep the neck relaxed. Once again, inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale once again. And on the exhale this time, you're going to bring your right shoulder towards the mat and look over your left shoulder. Yes. Inhale, engage your glutes, open, look up. Exhale, we do the other side. Left shoulder towards the mat, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, look up one last time. Push the floor away. Send your chest forward and up. And then exhale, release. Release your hands. You can swing your hips from side to side. And then from here, just come back into a tabletop position. Grab your blocks. So I think everyone should have two. Bring your toes on the ground. Take a deep inhale in your tabletop. And on the exhale, we're going to lift the knee off the floor just for one breath here. Feel the activation of your core. Yes, the belly squeezing. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to send our hips all the way up into our downward dog. So for this first downward dog of the practice, again, feel free to move how you feel like moving, maybe paddle your feet, move one side to the other. Bend one knee, the other, move forward, back, just really do anything that makes you comfortable into this downward dog, and just notice the difference when you use blocks. So this might be quite helpful, especially for people who have tight shoulders. It can help to open a bit more. If your blocks are moving, if it's moving too much, you can release, because I understand it can be annoying. They should not move. Okay. So if they're moving, it's even more active, actually. Yes, great. And then gently come into stillness when you're ready in a downward dog. Activate your hands on your blocks, really pushing the floor away. Keep your knees slightly bent and push your belly toward your thighs. Bring your chest toward your knees and keep the engagement in your shoulders. The neck is relaxed. Rotate your biceps to face forward, so towards me. Long spine here. Take a deep inhale and deep exhale. On the next inhale, we're going to come into a wave, to come into a plank, sorry. So wave all the way forward, inhale. Find your plank here, plank with the blocks. Engage your core. Exhale, softly bend the knee, come back into your downward dog. Once again, inhale here, very fluid, graceful movement to come into your plank. Exhale, back in your downward dog. One last time, inhale in your wave, in your plank. Exhale, back in your downward dog. One last deep breath here, in your dog. I know it's hard, it's the only time we are doing it, I promise. Great. And on the exhale, we're going to gently walk the feet all the way towards the hands. Again, notice how it helps with the blocks. And once you're here, you can release the block. Keep the knees bent here, grab opposite elbow and just swing from side to side. Relax the spine, relax the knees, the legs. And once again, here, feel free to explore if you want to bend one knee, the other. Just take a bit of movement or come into stillness. Great. And then the blocks are not far away. We're going to bring one block in the middle. On the next inhale, we're going to bring our left hand on the block, bend your left knee, and send your right arm all the way up. And we are not using the block to collapse down, we are using the block to push away. It helps us reach to the sky. Send energy into this block. Take a deep inhale here. And exhale. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to open a bit more the right shoulder, sorry. The left shoulder is solid, supporting you in the twist. One last breath. And then gently, with control, we release down. And we're going to switch sides. So bring your right hand on the block. Bend your right knee. And then your left arm all the way up. Again, the intention here is in the opening of the chest. Take a deep inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to open the chest to the sky. The right knee is bent, it helps you to find a bit more space in your twist. Take one last deep inhale here. Exhale, open. And then gently release all the way down. Take a big inhale, halfway lift. You can use your blocks here. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, folding forward. And on the next inhale, we're going to roll all the way up. Arms up. And we are coming in Tadasana. Just take a moment in this Tadasana. If you need to close your eyes, just reconnect to your verticality. reconnect to your roots. Today we're working on the heart, on expanding, but this is our reminder that we are also rooted into the earth that is supporting us, that is here for us, solid, protecting ourselves. So just connect with this feeling. And then on the next inhale, we're going to sit back, send your arms all the way up, coming into a chair. Here, if you see your lower back arching, try to gently neutralize this arch by sending your coccyx down. Yes, exactly. Only the arms are opening the chest and the lower back is neutral. Take a deep inhale here. And on the exhale, we're going to cactus the arm open the chest. Once again, inhale up. Exhale, bend. Maybe we sit a bit lower. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus your arm. One last time, inhale. And here we're going to do what I call a free chair. So again, you're going to take this moment to do whatever you want in your chair. So you can move from side to side, going back, just sitting down, going up. Really, again, switch off your brain and just really do the movements that feels good in your body. Great. Again, trying to bring a bit of freedom in our practice. Reconnecting to what our body really wants, without being, scared of people watching us. We don't care, we are between us, so no judgment, just being free all together. Great. And the next inhale, we're all going to meet again into a chair. Exhale, hands in prayer, engage your belly. And shift your weight to your right leg and lift your left foot off the floor. Inhale, rise. Exhale, send your left leg back and coming into your warrior three. Yes. You can keep your right knee softly bent here if needed to help with stability. Keep your belly engaged. Look down at one point just to help you with your drishti, your gaze. Find the balance. And you can keep your hands in prayer and you can choose to open them into an airplane. Great, beautiful warrior. Keep the hips facing down. One last deep breath here. And on the exhale, with control, we are coming to a high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend your elbow, bend your left knee. Once again, inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Again, the intention here is in the chest. Exhale, down, open. Inhale, up. And on the exhale, we're going to bring the hands behind the back. Roll your shoulder back. Open your chest, inhale. And then exhale, coming to humble warrior. So you can bring your left heel down here if needed. And in this humble warrior, once again, I invite you to make an active version of the humble warrior. So raise your head slightly, look forward, and push into my hands. So pushing your hands back, like if you want to push something behind you. Yes, beautiful. Come a bit less low. Yes, push into my hand and look forward. Yes. Exactly, like if you want to activate your shoulder. Push into my hands. Push in my hands. Beautiful. Yes, beautiful. You can use a strap if it's needed in your shoulder. Engage your shoulders. Push into my hands. Yes. Push into my hands. Beautiful. Take one last deep breath here. Beautiful humble warrior. And then on the exhale, completely release down. And this time you can bring your hands all over your head. And just take a deep breath here. One last deep breath. And then gently release your hands down, coming into your low lunge here. Bring your right arm up into an easy twist. Yes. So here, you have few options in your easy twist. You can use a block, bring your left hand on the block if needed to find a bit more space. Yes, try it. Very good for beginner, this one. And you can stay here. You can do some circle with your arms. You can send your right arm back and maybe stay here, or maybe lift your left foot and try to grab the foot. Beautiful. And in this posture, you have two different intentions. The intention can be to open the shoulder by pushing your foot back, and you feel immediately the stretch in the shoulder. Or you can do the opposite, try to engage, try to stretch the leg by bringing the foot toward your butt, and you feel the stretch in the leg. Okay? So you have these two different options. You can choose, you can play with it. You can do one and then the other. You can also release whenever you want and come back into easy twist. Take one last deep breath in your easy twist. And then gently bring your hands back and forward, grab your blocks, bring your hands on your blocks on each side of your front foot and come into a pyramid pose. And just take a moment here in the pyramid pose, moment of integration. So in this posture, just release the spine. It's not about opening the chest, it's about releasing. Some sort of counter pose after all the opening we've done. Just take this moment and you can take it very, softly, passively. A bit of a moment of rest. One last deep breath here. And then inhale. Option here to do vinyasa, or you can simply come back into your Tadasana. So you choose. If you want to bring a vinyasa into your practice, feel free to do so. Your vinyasa, I let you choose it. And then when you're ready, we're just all gonna meet in Tadasana in the front of the mat. If you want to come directly into Tadasana and wait for the other to finish the sun salutation. Take a big inhale into your chair. Exhale, hands in prayer, and we're going to do the other side. Shift your weight into your left leg this time. Inhale, bring your right knee up, and then exhale, send it back into your warrior 3. Beautiful. In your warrior 3, you can keep your front knee slightly bent. Your gaze is still, your abs are engaged, your core are helping with stability. Beautiful warrior 3. Yes, you can choose to open your arms back into your airplane. Maybe use some blocks for stability if you need. Great, beautiful. The legs are very active, helping with the balance. One last deep breath here. And then gently, with control, we release. Send your arms all the way up into your high lunge. Inhale. Engage your right glute. Exhale, bend your elbow, bend your knee. Great. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend. Beautiful. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend. Squeeze your shoulder blades, open your chest. One last deep inhale. And then exhale, interlace your arms behind the back. Inhale, arms. Send your arms back, open your chest. And then exhale, coming to your humble warrior. Option to bring your heel down. It's going to help with stability. And again here, before going to your passive, very stretchy humble warrior, try to bring some, activation in your shoulders. Press into my hand, look forward. Yes, imagine you want to really open your chest. Beautiful. Slightly lift your head. Look forward, like if you want to send your chest forward. And push into my hands. Beautiful, yes. Push into my hands. Sorry, very long humble wire. Push into my hands, yes. push. Yes, I can see the shoulders activating. Well, they're already active, beautiful. Push into my hands. Yes, beautiful. One last inhale here, and then exhale, just relax in your humble warrior. Come into the passive version. Send the arms over the head, and just stay here for 2 breaths. This one. And then gently release the arms down. You can grab your blocks. And then release the right knee down, coming into your low lunge. And then send your left arm up into your easy twist. Once again, really your easy twist, your options. You can stay here, maybe do some circle with the left arm. Maybe you just lift your foot, you grab the foot, and you have your option to kick the foot back to open the chest, or bring the foot forward to stretch the quad. Yes, so you can try all the options that you want. And you can make it very active or very relaxing posture as well. Beautiful. Wherever you are, take a final deep breath. And then exhale, release the hand down on your block. And then lift your right knee off the floor, coming to your pyramid. Moment of integration. Just relax gently. Release the head down, release the spine. Just try to bring your foot slightly more here, towards my foot. Yes, a bit more. So your hips, yes, your hips are facing down. Yes, like this. Yeah, beautiful. One last breath here. And then you can keep your block or remove them. And just, again, your option to come in a sun salutation, so downward dog. Do your vinyasa. Or simply stay in your downward dog. And we are all going to meet into a child pose. And come into your child pose here. If you need to bring a block underneath your hips, just take this moment to rest. Yeah, it can be a wide child pose, opening the knees wide. It can be a moving child pose, just rocking back and forth, if it's what you need. Just watch your energy. How are you feeling at this moment? Maybe a bit tired. Maybe a bit energetic with all these movements that make the blood circulate, the flow of energy circulates in your body. So just watch wherever you are and listen to you. And just decide what you want to do with the end of the practice. If you want to go in a more resting mode, or if you want to challenge yourself. Whatever the option you choose is the right one, because it's the one you chose. And then when you're ready, just come into a tabletop position. Simply come lie down on your mat into a, yes, on your belly. Great. You're going to bring your hands by your chest. And we're going to engage the glutes, press the legs and the mat. Inhale, open into a baby cobra. Great. Try to keep the shoulder away from the neck. Yes. Beautiful. And here in your baby cobra, you can stay here. You can try to lift the hands off the floor. So only, yes, activating all the back. The core are very tight and the back of the legs are very tight, yes. So at any point if you need, you can rest and relax. If you want to continue, you can lift the legs off the mat. Keep breathing. Relax your shoulder, relax your neck. Only the muscles in your back body are working. Beautiful. Deep breath. And you can stay here or lengthen your arms back toward your feet. Beautiful. Feel all the muscles in your back activating. The glutes are very engaged. And you can stay here or bend your feet. And before grabbing, just try to stay here. Touch without grabbing. So it's the active version. Beautiful. And then take one last deep breath here. And then you can grab. Great. And here, you can go in for the passive version or active version, trying to reach your feet towards the sky. Keep your shoulder active here. When the shoulder in this position are super extended, so if you want to prevent injuries, you can bring back some activation in the shoulders. Yeah, beautiful. Just take one last deep breath here. And then gently release. Well done. Release your feet. You can swing your hips from side to side. Beautiful. Just take a moment to rest. And then gently, when you are rested, just come back into a tabletop position. And we are going to do a final little heart opening in the practice. So you're going to come on your knee, bring your hips above your knees. So we are going to practice the camel here. So you have really, again, you make your choice in the camel. If you want to go for the full camel, if you want to do the alternate, so the half camel, I don't know what to say, but when you do one side and then the other side. If you want to go full into your, from the camel to the drop back into your wheel, I can also help with that. But yeah, I will start with giving the cue for the camel, and then can give you adaptation. So for the camel, first bring your hands into the prayer into your heart. Push your hips back. Start by really engaging your glutes. Push your hips forward. Lengthen the back of your lower back. Take a deep inhale. Start opening your chest. And then gently, you can stay here, it's already great. Or maybe you bring one hand on your heel and then on the other. Keep really the intention of pushing your hips forward. Yes, beautiful. That's what matters here. And as you open your chest, visualize your shoulder blades almost touching each other. Like if you have a pen between your shoulder blades and your shoulder blades are holding the pen. Beautiful. Keep sending your hips back, yes. Forward, sorry. Tired now. Yes, beautiful. If someone wants to practice the drop back, let me know. Yes. Beautiful. Take one last deep breath in your camel. And then gently bring your hands first at your heart, engage your glutes, and with control we come back into straightened position. And you come sitting on your heels. I see you've done the alternate camel, which is great. Great. And then come into a child pose or relax, bring your forearm down. Just little contour posture. And then coming all the way up, sitting on your heels, roll your spine. We're just going to do some twists. One twist to the right, just to reset the spine. Then to the left. And then come sit down on the mat. Bring your feet flat on the mat. And here, option to just grab underneath your sides, roll your shoulder back. And you can only stay here, just engaging the core. Or you can come into a boat pose, so lifting your feet off the floor. Again, the activation of the core to finish the practice is great, just to reset the spine after all the opening we've done. Keep the spine straight. And you can, yes, release the hands. Maybe extend your leg. One last deep breath here. And then with control, we come laying down on the mat. Bring your knee toward your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. And then we're going to grab our strap. I'll give it to you. Hop. Need the strap. And you're going to extend your right leg up and bring the strap, yes, around the leg. Beautiful. Hop. Everyone has a strap? Yes, perfect. So we haven't worked too much on the legs, even if, I mean, we did work on it, even if it wasn't the center of the practice. So if you want to take the final moment of the class to open a bit the back of the leg. And again, here, if you want to open a bit on the side, use the strap to bring your leg closer to your chest. Great, take a deep breath here. And then you're going to hold both sides of the strap with your left hand. So grab the both sides, yes. And then gently send your right foot all the way over to the left. You can lengthen the strap if you need to have more, yes, room. And open your right arm to the right. Look over your right shoulder. So you're coming into a twist here. And you can release completely the foot down on the ground. Just see what feels good for you. It's an alternative to the twist that we usually do to finish the practice. And here you can start by relaxing. Relax your belly. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck.